Hello, good evening to all who have dropped by to watch my blog today. Today, I will be talking about one of my books from my personal library called The Richest Man in Babylon. And if I can only switch on my mic first to prevent zero audio. There we go. Once again, good evening. Thank you for dropping by. Today, I will be talking to all of you about The Richest Man in Babylon, a very impressive book, a little novella of not to, let's see how many, not even more than 150 pages, a worthy reading for all, young and old. I highly recommend this for all the high school teenagers to pick up this book as an elective reading. For all those who have come for the first time to enjoy my vlog, my name is Pavan Kukreja, USA. That is my channel handle. I am currently living in Bangkok, Thailand. Spent a chunk of my career in the United States for 20 years, back home and between both the countries right now. So moving on towards the book review, I highly recommend this for everybody for good reason. It talks about money management, and there are great pointers that I'd like to share, especially for the young minds, for the young people out there, in the easy flow of making money in today's generation's minds and in the opportunities they are being exposed to, but how to handle that chunk of money that's coming their way is important. The book that we are going to be referring to is a book that was published from the American Library, an imprint from the American Library in the year 1988. So we're talking, wow, almost 98, 2008, almost 35, 40 plus years almost. And I first chanced upon this book, referred and recommended to me by my 17-year-old nephew in the mid 90s. Today, he is a very well established young gentleman and doing very well, manages his money beautifully. So it was a good recommendation. I got the opportunity to share this book with my students while teaching and doing workshops with them. That was in the early 2000s, should I say mid 2000, 2010, when I started my first online workshops. And one of the students' fathers dropped by one day when he came by with his child for the workshop. He was he was delighted to see the recommended book that his son was going to be reading, and I put together projects for them to utilize the nuggets of wisdom to ensure that they understood the power of building and investing through individual projects that they were going to perform. So the father was highly impressed, and interestingly, he shared his own personal story. He is a Wharton graduate from United States, and it was during the mid 80s when he had gone there to do his MBA in the United States. And he said that he was introduced to this book, The Richest Man in Babylon, in his elective readings. And he couldn't believe that his 17-year-old teenage high school boy was going to be doing a project on this particular book. So he was impressed by the content that I was sharing with my students. Now, moving forward, the 7, 8 points that I'm going to be sharing and bringing to the table today, I have it penciled down here in front of me. Are money lessons, for one and all. And this money lessons that I'm going to talk about will be divided into 3 parts, making money, saving money, investing in money, and how to wisely utilize it overall message. So the book has a protagonist or the main character called Arkid. So it is a monologue by Arkid, how he talks about what a wise person can do when making money and how to go about it. Now, the law of investing, of saving, has always been there for ages, centuries. I personally feel when I taught this in the mid 2000s, it was relevant then. And today, as I am journeying through my YouTube platform as a career, I have created a genre in my playlist where I review books, share about the books from my library, and the knowledge and wisdom is evergreen. So, talking about the richest man in Babylon, like I said, divided into three parts, right? Your lifestyle, your spending habits, your saving and investing. So, very important to start with. When we are earning as an employee or as entrepreneurs or business people, it's important to pay yourself first because you've got to take care of your basic needs, right? Electricities, bills, utility bills, water, etc., your internet, your Wi-Fi, uh, insurance of the house, your maintaining a car, your kids' school tuition, etc. So that is your lifestyle. You have to spend on yourself, right? After that, wisely break down what are your needs and your wants. Do not overspend beyond your means. If you haven't earned or you don't have a savings budgeted for a spending, avoid that temptation. Always in the back of your mind, remind yourself that the fruits will definitely come with patience. So for now, work, save, invest so that your future is secured. Do not fall for the trends and the habits that come and go like a bubble. So know your needs, your wants very clearly. And Arkad, the main character of this book, also very wisely says that you just can't be working day in and day out like a dog. Learn to balance your life. It's important to enjoy life alongside, within the means, and at the same time, not overlooking the fact that life is meant to be enjoyed as well. Because we can get burnt out. And that's what happened in the corporate world. I worked in the corporate world for over 22 years. At the end of it, when I did leave United States, it was a personal reason for coming back home, family reasons. However, it came like a blessing in disguise. I was completely burnt out, you know. So balancing of life is important, very important. Now, when we start making money, we do get into this insane mindset of savings, 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 and savings. It is wise to save, but saving comes in many forms, many ways. So, how does one save sensibly? Arkad says in the book, the main character, the protagonist, gold in your purse does not multiply. Makes a lot of sense. If you're going to make that money work for you, you will have to learn how to use money as a tool, build it as a tool to your advantage. You can put it in a secure fixed deposit account in a bank. That's a secure way to do it. Or you can take calculated risks and spread your money out in S&P funds or index funds or real estate, buy properties, give it up for rental. So many ways to make that money work for you. It comes back in many folds, depending how wisely you have invested that amount in. So just keeping it safely as a fixed deposit is a secure. My parents did it. Baby boomers did it. But I personally feel that it should be utilized and leveraged as a tool to multiply and come back to you tenfolds. All right. So, and by doing that, it ensures your future for sure. It's important to protect and ensure your family's future, your future, because there's a story in the book where Arthur talks about a camel trader. He made a lot of money, one of the richest camel traders in Babylon. But unfortunately, he only spent, he did not put much thought to saving. So during his old age, he suffered a lot. And he had to rely on his neighbors, his family, his children's support, his neighbors' support, just to get by. Now, isn't that a sad story? So ensure a good future by sensibly investing your money in places where you can get your interest, recurring returns. And take the counsel of the wise who've been there. That's important. It's very important to take the counsel of the wise to know what, where, when to invest in. So, and sometimes we are risk averse by nature as well. Some people are. To a large extent, I was like that for a long time. But I met some wonderful, wise circle of friends who helped me overcome this mindset. And as time went by, things moved forward, calculated risks were taken, and that's helping now how things are moving forward. But it could have been better if I'd understood the philosophy of, utilizing money making as a tool in my 20s and 30s. But it's never too late. It is never too late. It's better late than never. Let's put it this way. Okay. And protect your treasures. Somebody wisely said you need to protect what you have earned. Do not venture into something that you have no knowledge about, no experience about, unless you've made enough and you'd like to utilize your disposable income towards that risk. Let me throw out an example. If you've got enough savings in real estate and you made enough investments in, say, in mutual funds or index funds, and now you are itching to go ahead and utilize investing in volatile assets like cryptocurrency. Is it wise to do it? Why not? You have the disposable income. But if you have the discretionary income where you're budgeting and you don't have money to utilize unnecessarily, then you should avoid it. But if you have the disposable income, proceed. Do go forward with that mindset, but take the wisdom of those who have walked that path. So, as they say, you are the average of the 5 people you move around with, the income they make, the lifestyle they have. You will be the average of those 5 people because you will be living, working by emulating, by taking advice, by watching them and learning from them, and hence utilizing that experience to grow yourself financially, emotionally, spiritually. So that average of 5 is a very important ratio in your life if you have built that kind of circle. Okay? So protect your treasures. Gold will only multiply when utilized well in the market, when money is used as a tool to grow. So these things are important to keep in mind. And like I just mentioned, seek counsel from the wise. And as I close this content here, I'd like to end it by also sharing a tip or a piece of wisdom for the young out there that there's no such thing as luck. You've got to grease your elbows. If you think you are making money today on YouTube or in the crypto world, he grew rich, she grew rich, I can do it too. Think twice. Learn from the ones who've been there, done it, get the wise counseling, and then proceed accordingly. There's no such thing as luck. There is no such thing as luck. Blessed are those who put action behind their work and then they reap the fruits of their hard work. What is luck? Luck is pure preparation you have put in. You have worked, you have done your research, you've done your homework. And then when you strike opportunity, a door opens, that's when your preparation and opportunity come together. That results in good luck. So think twice before you invest in places without the counseling of the wise. So on that note, I once again would highly recommend people to pick up this book by George Clason and keep it in your library. My book has turned yellow. I have utilized, and it's written here, 2010 when I bought it. And I'll close it with a small excerpt written by Clason himself. Money is the medium by which earthly success is measured. Money is governed today by the same laws which controlled it when prosperous men thronged the streets of Babylon 6,000 years ago. Money is plentiful for those who understand the simple laws which govern its acquisition. Thank you for dropping by. If you felt it was worth your time, do subscribe, like, share, and ring out this thought process and think hard what I can do for my future. If you are in your 20s and 30s, it has made sense. Use these laws that I have just shared. If you're in your mid 50s, 60s, it's your second time around, second innings, it's never too late. So preparation and opportunity will result in good luck. Put your action behind that thought process. Do subscribe and share and like. Hopefully, you will enjoy my next book review when you get the notifications. So thank you very much for dropping by. Have a good day.